ta-da, Happy New Year and stuff like that. Alright, so in exactly 24 hours from now, we will get the new cinematic. This time it is called Salvation, and it is these cinematics from the beginning of the year that are the biggest and most hyped pieces. We're talking about The Call, Still Here, and everyone freaking about Kindred. And just like it happened with the previous cinematics, it is still made by the same studio who keeps making them awesome, and so we should all expect something amazing. But what's interesting is that right before this cinematic is about to drop, Riot also send out packages. Now, of course, because League of Legends does have a marketing team, it is part of a promotion, and so creators usually get these packages. However, the interesting thing is that this is not the first time this happened. In fact, because we know what happened last time, we can have a good assumption about what is happening right now. And the fact is that what is happening right now is legitimately teasing the next champion. And I don't know how it's possible, but against all odds, nothing managed to leak about them. So all we have right now are these teases and speculations. Which is exactly what we also have about today's sponsor! Me! Did you know that I'm making a game on Steam? I should be promoting it more. It is a unique twist on a rage game, it has pretty cool physics, and it is story-driven, because I am the lore guy, I guess. I still have no idea when I'll release it. It's probably gonna be like March or May. I don't know. But you can wishlist it right now. Now, back to the video. So, after our little package from Riot arrived, after you opened it, the first thing you saw was... I'm kinda late to the party, I guess. Yes, it is now January the 6th, so I'm 1 day late. Everyone else already opened theirs. I mean, it got Nikki to join the corporeal realm. However, I did avoid spoilers, so I still don't know what's inside. Anyway, this is what the package looks like. I guess I'll show you closer images. From what I can see, there are silver wings all over this place. They are on the decorations. They are on the front and back. Kinda reminds me of Xinjiao a little bit, but the pattern on top is probably what is part of the leaked Sona. And yes, the pattern actually looks kind of the same. Anyway, after sliding the cover off, well, now you can see the beautiful Demacian sigil on the front, which means I guess it is time to open the thing up. Also, there's another silver ring on the side. I just noticed it. And there is no latch, so do I just pry it open? I don't want to break this. Alright, I immediately noticed something, and that's exactly what we have to talk about. So the last time creators got one of these packages, it was actually, this one. So yes, the one we got before was actually this giant black rose crate that actually had one of two masks. Some people got the mask of Katarina, that's what I got, and other people got the mask of the target that Katarina was after, aka the guy who was gonna be the Darkin. You all watched the lore video on that, didn't you? Anyway, the point is, this crate that we got at the very beginning of the year teased the story that's gonna be happening throughout the rest of the year. In fact, it was linked to what would be in the cinematic. Which takes me back to this, because the first thing I can see on the front is the seal, and the seal, I'm pretty sure, is the golden thing that was on Summoner's Rift that I was freaking about. I still don't remember where I saw it, but here it is again, and I'm freaking out again. I'm talking about the golden shield that's just there on the pedestal. I still think it is like an old icon of an old Demacian champion, but I went through all the icons and I couldn't find anything. But since I can see a lot of silver wings all around it, is it actually Cytheria? Because yes, even on the pedestal on the new Summoner's Rift, there is Cytheria's sword next to it. It is undeniable that that wooden sword is identical to the one from Legends of Runeterra. It even has the tiny feather on it. Now, inside the box, we do have this, which I'll dive into in a moment. But there is also this. Again, there is the same pattern that was on the Sona, so that's gonna be like the Demacian pattern, I guess, for now. But also, is that a pin? Can I take it out? Oh, I can. That's not even 3D printed. That's like a cast mold. It's heavy. That's metal. Anyway, what's cool is that this is the Demacian sigil, which I think they even wear on the cinematics. I think Garen has one of these on the cloak, even though I think technically on the in-game model it is completely different, but he either has it in Legends of Runeterra or he had it in the cinematic where he fought Silas, but they definitely, the Demacians have it on the cloaks. Although, specifically, Crown Guards also have the raptor on the other side, which is like the golden shield. That's a different sigil, but this specifically I think they have on their cloaks. Regardless, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw this in the cinematic. But now, let's actually have a look at this, because this might confirm whoever is the next champion.
Da 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 da.
Okay, so I will definitely show you some pictures, because this is gonna be awkward to show you guys. So this is a letter from Prince Jarvan, so let's read it in a very royal way. Defender of Demacia, you have been chosen. In recognition of outstanding merit and valorous conduct, I have chosen you to join my personal retinue of Silverwing Riders. We who take to the skies and protect our capital from all that would assail it. Assail it? Assail it? I have never seen that word. Regardless, first thoughts. The next champion is likely a Silverwing Rider, which is incredibly cool because I don't think we've seen anything like that in-game before. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be some kind of a soldier that's like summoning Silverwings, but if you're asking who could that be, well, theoretically, we don't know that many named characters who would fall under this, except for one. It's gotta be Cytheria, isn't it? So yes, Cytheria now has a sword on the Summoner's Rift. There is the same sigil, which by the way, it's up here on the letter as well. And even though Cytheria's lore is kind of all over the place because she has an entire storyline, at some point she will end up among the Silverwing Riders. On top of this, let's not forget that there was also a Cytheria being developed for TFT, although that one was likely cancelled because it couldn't fit into the set. And so the traces for Cytheria specifically are now all over the place. Someone should go check if /r Cytheria mains exists. Anyway, we continue. Enclosed in the crest of the great city, given to those who champion our virtue in times of peace and of war. From the dauntless vanguard to the fearless rangers, which, that's a reference to Gwyn. All who defend Demacia and deliver her justice bear this emblem. So yes, that's gonna be the emblem that I just showed you. Your oath, should you accept this honor and duty. Oh, I'm technically reading the oath now. Wait, hold on, I'm the Silverwing Rider now. I pledge to protect my people and my kingdom, for we are one. So long as I stand, our hope will not falter. So long as I breathe, our dream will not die. In a world of darkness, I defend the light. And by my will, our beacon shall burn ever bright. For Demacia, now and forever. It is no idle vow. In a few days, my father, the king, will call a special assembly of Silverwing Riders in the great city. I will accept you there to join our watch. May honor lift your wings and justice guide your lands. Prince Jarvan IV. So yes, while I did technically read the oath, and I am a rider now, the truth is that this should be a canonical letter that was sent to someone, and now we should be speculating who that is. But again, given everything that's happening in the current state, there is a really good chance it is gonna be Cytheria. Because let's think about it, there are some people who think that maybe Diana Crown Guard could become a new champion. The issue is that Diana Crown Guard was never pictured as a Demacian rider anywhere. There was also a reference to Gwyn in this letter and the Rangers, which that's the whole part of her group that was shown in Legends of Runeterra. But again, none of those would be qualified as Silverwing Riders. We can also go all the way back to the Garen novella, and even there, even though that story was about Cytheria and her entire group in the Dauntless Vanguard, there were some really cool characters, including a Minotaur. That guy is my favorite in the entire group. There is also a part about Cytheria in the Old Realms book. Then there are also the multiple short stories about her. But in none of those do we have a Silverwing Rider, if we're not talking about Cytheria specifically. Which means, yes, Riot just confirmed one of two things. Either they are coming up with a brand new character, which is someone we have not seen before, or they are doing what people really want Riot to do. Focus on the ocean of side characters you already have in your universe. Because some of those characters are really interesting. And if that is the case, then yes, I do believe Cytheria is pretty much confirmed. But there is one more thing that Riot could do. You see, Cythria's character is kinda all about the character development. And I mean literally, this is not something that Riot is just doing with any character. With Cythria specifically, we know how she starts, we know what happens to her, we know how she develops, and we know where she ends up. In fact, going back to the cancelled Cythria in TFT, there we had a child Cythria and an adult Cythria. She basically had multiple forms because, again, the entire journey of Cythria is kinda her staple. So what if Riot is now teasing Cythria, but we are not getting the Cythria as a Silver Wing Rider until we get to the end of this year? What if Cythria is gonna be the Zahen of the new season? That would be a really cool payoff at the end of the year. But the issue there would be that we would have a Demacian season without a very well-known Demacian. And it wouldn't be until the season 3 of this year that we would get something interesting. So despite this being a cool idea, I don't think Riot is gonna go for it. And if anything, for the 4th time in this video, I think we are gonna get Cythria. And I am ready to eat my word, because tomorrow the cinematic will arrive. And Garen is already on the cover, with Garen being very close to Cythria. League of Legends is totally getting a new poster girl.